So allow me to invite our third speaker, Julia, with a speech title, Long Story Short. Long story short, Julia, over to you.
It is said you are the sum total of everything you've ever seen, heard, eaten, smelled, been told. It's all there. Everything influences each of us, and because of that, I try to make sure that my experiences are positive. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. My name is Julia. You can call me Yaya. I'm past 20, not yet 30, in between right there when I'm not a kid or an adult when I'm just me. And like all of you, I am a person made up from my past experiences. Dear fellow Toastmasters and guests, if I ask you, what do you want out of life? What your answer would be? If you ask me this question, my answer would always be, I want to be rich. I want to be successful. I want to be happy. I want to be pretty. I want to have a great family and a job that I like. It is such a common expected answers. It is such a basic mediocre answers that I'm pretty sure the basis out of all everyone's answer here. Everybody enjoys what feels good. Everyone wants to live a carefree, happy, and easy life, to fall in love and have amazing friendship and relationship, to look perfect and make money and be popular and be respected and admired. Everybody wants that. It's easy to want that. Growing up, I was once being used to be labeled as quote and unquote smart kid. I was reminded all the time about how privileged and how bright my future would be. My life would be so easy for me that the rest of my life is figured out just because I am doing very well academically. I don't know how much of that I believe, but I somehow must have interpreted that message too literally. Failure is not in my dictionary for the longest time. I thought that I would be automatically good at my job, magically have a ton of meaningful relationships and friendship, and just be happy. Well, if you haven't figured it out, that's not exactly how life goes, or at least it's not how it went for me. At the age of 16, I had my first heartbreak, a failure. Starting from being in the top 10 rank in every exam in my boarding school, I jumped to the bottom 20. I was once awarded as one of the top students in the whole state of Terengganu in 2012. Now, what is happening to me? I feel like my world just turned upside down. What did I do wrong? I started questioning my self-worth. My self-worth. If I am no longer quote-unquote smart kid, so who am I? Like Taylor Swift once said, I've been having a hard time adjusting. I had the shiniest wheel, now they're rusting. For the longest time, I clung to the academic validation that I crave from. It has become an accepted part of our culture today to believe that we are all destined to do something truly extraordinary. Celebrities say it, politicians say it, each and every one of us can be truly extraordinary. We all deserve greatness. A more interesting question, a question that most people never consider is, what pain do you want in life? What are you willing to struggle for? Because that seems to be a greater determinant of how our lives turns out. For most of my adolescence and adulthood, I had epiphany that happiness requires struggle. It grows from problems. Joy doesn't just sprout out of the ground like daisies and rainbows. Real serious lifelong a perspective alive. It's what make us me. It's what make me and you. It's what defines us and separates us and ultimately bring us together. What determines your success is what pain do you want to sustain. The path to happiness is a path full of loophole and shame. We have to choose something. We have to choose something. We cannot have a pain-free life. It cannot all be roses and unicorns all the time. Pleasure is the easy question, and pretty much all of us have the similar answer. I wanted the reward, but not the struggle. I wanted the result, but not the process. I was in love with not the fight, but only the victory. And life doesn't work that way. Who we are is defined by what we are willing to struggle for. People who enjoy long work weeks and the politics of the corporate ladder are the ones who fly on top of it. Our problem birthed our happiness, along with slightly better, slightly upgraded problem. It's a never-ending upward spiral. Taylor Swift once again said, "If you never bleed, you're never gonna grow. It's all right now." Long story short, today, here I am sitting playing my offbeat ukulele, giving you my first icebreaker speech. This is the process that I chose, the struggle that I am willing to work on to be better me than I am yesterday. So with that, I will end with a quote by a writer, Avina Celeste. There is no set moment in your life that will define you. Every moment is a chance to change your life for better or worse. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmasters of the Day.
Thank you. Thank you, Julia or Yaya. Let us have a standing ovation for
Wow,
Yaya.
wow, wow.
I would like to invite our third evaluator, Toastmaster Nashita, to deliver her evaluation for our Toastmaster Julia or Yaya speech. Over to you, Toastmaster Nashita.
Okay, thank you, Toastmasters of the Day. Okay. First of all, congratulations, Yaya, for your first icebreaker speech here in Toastmasters. I know the first time is not easy, but you makes it look so easy. You look very relaxed and well prepared. So with that, I would like to congratulate you. Okay, from what I love from your speech is that firstly, I love your camera placement because I can see your body. This is a tips that I got from another Miracles Club member, that they say that when you give a speech, your position in the camera must be 2/3 of the camera. Your shoulder must be shown so people can see your hand gesture more. And secondly, I love how you have a good sense of humor, which makes it more interesting, and it makes me wanting to hear more and more regarding your speech. And lastly, what I love about your speech is when you bring out your ukulele. So I was very speechless, and I am very surprised before you bring out your because you bring out your ukulele, because we never had that done before here in Miracles Toastmasters. So I want to congratulate for being the first members that bring out another materials to your speech. For your personal improvement, I would like to suggest for you to have a more eye contact with the members. Actually, I can see your eyes moving from left to right of the screen. I'm not sure if you are looking at the members or you're looking at the script, but that was very obvious that you are looking from right to left, from left to right. And it kind of disrupting when I look at you. And secondly, I would love if you do more hand gesture, because I can see your body. Hence, I know that you are having less hand gesture because you are staying firm like that. And lastly, I would love if you have more vocal variety. I love that you have your guitar, but at some point, I am kind of lost in your speech because the tone is very straight and didn't have any ups and downs. Good. So overall, I'm very impressed with your speech tonight, and I look forward to hearing more and more about your speech. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmasters of the Day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nashita.